Sorry, my video cut off right when I was saying that he was saying, okay, today we're going to be doing a quick examination test. As Ruchaka or Raka raises up his hand and says, what about orientation and the guidance counseling? He says, you know how the school gives you free reign? That rule also applies to the teachers, so we can do whatever we want with our class. As he says this, Uraka says, okay, as class keeps quiet. As he says, standard long jump, step side to side jumps, softball throw, endurance running, 50-meter dash, toe touch, grip strength. All these are tests that you have done in middle school, but thanks to the government, they have forbid you from using any quirk because they have no way to evaluate the potential of the quirk and such. But here, we give you free reign to use your quirk. As he says this, he says, Izuku Midoriya, step forward. He says, you got the highest score in UA history, beating all my score. As he throws him the ball and says, I want you to use your quirk and make this ball go as far as you can. As he starts grinning like how he is grinning the picture and says, as far as I can, huh? Then he puts his hands together as he starts to pull it and ice starts to come off and says, ice making. As it makes a cannon. As he makes a cannon, as he says, perfect. The perfect thing. As he puts the ball and says, ice cannon, water launch. As he uses high pressured water and blasts the ball up. As it keeps on soaring. As he makes the ice dematerialize, as he looks at the ball, goes, as he makes binoculars with his eyes, and he looks and says, pretty fast so far, he says, as he makes the binoculars go away. And then Aizawa's phone goes beep beep and it says 6,554 meters. And everyone's shocked. And Bakugo's just fuming as she says, this is Aizawa says, this is what you're gonna be doing in your exam, using your quirk to show me your limits. As some people say, we get to use our quirks. That's gonna be fun. 6,554 meters. That's ridiculous. I can't believe we get to use our quirks here. That's the hero course for you. As Aizawa puts his head down, as his head is covering his eyes and says, fun, you say? Okay, if you think it's gonna be fun, then why don't we say this? The person who comes in last place will be deemed potentialless and will be expelled from the hero course and from the school. As Uraka says, that's unfair. As Shoka says, natural disasters, egotistical villains, all such things like within those two categories are unfair. The world is unfair, and there's no way that people who think everything's supposed to be fair can become heroes. As I said, thank you for that. As she was saying, the world is unfair, and you are here to be the heroes, to make it fair for the civilians and the bystanders. So you better show me your all and show me that potential of yours, because this is now your hero academia. So go beyond plus ultra, right? He says with a shit eating grin as this makes everyone shake. Okay, the 50-meter dash. Izuku uses his makes an ice path as he uses high water pressure to blast him to the other side, getting him to 2.53 seconds, while Shota uses her fire as well as using her eyes to slide and using her fire to boost her, and she gets 3.1 seconds. Then the grip test, Izuku gets 100 kgs, or, or I don't know what to say in pounds, so never mind. And Shoka gets 89 kgs in the grip test. Side to side steps. Izuku gets second place while Shoka gets third. Long jump, Izuku just makes a bridge of ice as he goes around it, making it go high as he just slides down with his feet, with his hands in his pocket. As everyone who saw him doing that thinks, fucking cool. As Bakugo just keeps on filming, he gets first place as well as with Shoka, who does the same thing, but this time her hands are not in her pocket. She has them behind her back. Then go for the endurance run. Izuku comes in first, as Shoka comes in third, with Ida being second. And then we got the toe touch. First Izuku, second Shota. Then we got the push up. Izuku first, Shoka's third, and whoever was first in canon is second, as well as with the side as the sit-ups and all that stuff. And then the overall score will be is Izuku with first place, then Shoka with second, then Momo third, Bakugo fourth, going all the way down to Invisible Go. Yep, Invisible Go. I don't fucking understand the anime. Why? Why Midoriya was in the bottom? He has a stronger physicality than Manata and Invisible Girl. He's been training like 10 months, and the way he's been lifting up and doing other stuff, how was he not in 18? Invisible Girl should have been the last one, because her quirk does absolutely nothing for her. Seriously, absolutely nothing. At least Mineta got first place in one event. I would understand him being 19, but I don't even understand. Just leave me. She got first place. As everyone was starting to feel sorry for the girl, as Aizawa says, that whole expelling thing, yeah, it was just a lie. A logical ruse just to make you guys go to the farthest of all your abilities. Oh yeah, I forgot about the softball throw. Shoka just used her fire, which she can use on both sides. Yes, both sides. And her quirk on both sides, as she just uses her flames to blast it off, getting 5,374.5 meters. Okay, back. Logical rules to get you to use your full potential in the test. He says, as everyone, as all the others, all the other ones, everyone sighs in relief. As Momo says, "Wait, you guys didn't know it was a ruse? Maybe I should have said something." As it's, as showed, as Momo says, and then everyone says, "Yeah, maybe you should have." Then Izuku says, "Aizawa sensei, you can stop lying. I heard last year you expelled the whole of class 1A because you saw them have less potential. The only reason why you never expelled any of us is because our skills have can be used in other qualities just aside from physicality, like Agakari over here, who can be a great stealth hero to gather information for the hero side from villains." He says, as everyone looks back at his eye and says, "Huh, guess I can't hide anything, can I now?" He says, as Izuku just says, "Probably, since I watched Sports Festival and there was no class 1A, so it's pretty much obvious what you did with your class, just from the way you talked about expelling people here." He says, "Great observation." As he says, "Okay, everyone, now that the test is done, go back into class and you'll receive your your timetable for the first semester of your day of your days in UA." As everyone goes to class, gets the stuff, and as they're working, it goes like, such a tiring day. Can't wait to just go home and lie in bed." He says as he looks down at Shoka, as he is 6 foot and she is six 5'9". As he says this, as she says, "Yeah, I also can't wait to get into the tub. A nice bubble bath would feel great right now about now." As they are about to leave, Ida and Momo come up with Ida, Momo, Uraraka, and Kirishima come up and say, "Hey, why don't we walk together?" And they say, "Okay." As they're walking, as they are busy introducing himself, "I'm Ida, Tenya Ida, Momoyara Uzu, Izuku Midoriya, Shoka Midoriya, Ushaka Uraraka, Kirishima Eiji Kirishima," and all that stuff, talking about the air quirks and that. As Izuku then says, "Well, this is our stop," as he takes out a car key, as he comes close to a car and unlocks it. This is the car which he is using. He was using a Royal Royce today. As he goes and opens the door for Shoka to get in, she gets in, puts on her seatbelt, and Izuku says, "Well, see you tomorrow. Hope you guys have a nice day from school and all that." As he says this, he gets in, starts the car engine, and drives off. As when they get home, he parks the car, goes change, do all that stuff. They make dinner, eat, watch TV, get a bath together, go to sleep. Next day, wake up, do everything. Izuku then drives this car to school. He drives this car to school. Yep, this car. As he goes and parks it, as they go into this class, as they do their normal classes and all that stuff. Then Aizawa comes in and says that they were going to be doing heroics class and that he isn't going to be their teacher, but someone else is. As he says this, there's a voice heard saying, I am here, coming to the door like a normal person. Izuku just says it right out bluntly and says, "That's not normal." As everyone looks at him and says, "Well, it's not." Yeah, he is right. It's not normal, but who cares? It's All Might. I can't believe he's actually gonna be a teacher. Whoa, look, he's in his Silver Age costume. Whoa, so retro. I'm getting goosebumps. It can be heard everywhere as he says, as Omai comes in front of the class and says, "Well, today I'm gonna be teaching you he- hero training, also known as Hero 101. Today we're gonna be doing battle training." And he says, "But what is a hero if they can look flashy doing it?" As he presses a button and says, "Your designs and for your costumes have been submitted, and everything is in those suitcases of yours. So get ready and meet me at field beta." As he dashes off from the classroom, as everyone picks up their suitcase and go to the changing room to change. Everyone goes to the changing room to change. As they're coming out, as All Might asks, "Where is young Miss and Mr. Midoriya?" As Baku says, "Probably couldn't remember how to put on his costume." As Izuku just says, "Wrong, Koski, just a little bit late." As everyone turns around to look at him, as they see him wearing this. This is what he's wearing. As then he puts on his mask and says, "See, right here." As he says this, as the girls start to blush, as Ahmed asks, "Where is Miss Midoriya?" He says, "Can't you see she's right behind me?" The black thing is what Shoka is wearing. Yep, okay. Omai then says, "Okay, today we're going to be doing heroes training. And for heroes training, you'll be split up into two groups. Two a heroes and a villain group. You'll be put into groups of two as heroes versus villains. You'll be in a team working together. As for the heroes, you'll be working to capture the villains or touch the bomb so that you could be able to win. As for the villains, it's just to capture the heroes or run down the time so that they win." As Ida asks, "So how are we gonna be selecting our teammates?" He says, as Omar says, "By drawing lots." As Ida says, "Wouldn't it be much more efficient to put teams together about how their quirks or how they could work together and all that stuff?" As Shoka interrupts him, says, "We don't have that luxury when you're with an agency. Sometimes you have to work with other agencies right on the spots and form teams. So this will be a perfect opportunity for us to understand and learn how to do so." He says, as Oma says, "Correct, young Miss Midoriya. And as for the teams, now let's start picking out teams. And team A is..." And this is where I'm going to be leaving you off with a cliffhanger. I wanted to ask you if I should do the same teams as Canon, or I should do different teams. And if I should do different teams, please give me some in the comments down below. And thank you for everything so far. And I'm sorry I didn't post when I said I was going to post and all that stuff. And I'm sorry for the video with no audio and for this video cutting off and all those mishaps and that. So yeah, thank you and see you later. Danger Devils, what ifs here, signing off.